Hey there, friend. How are you? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie, and we are checking in for your energies. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising will be the most dominant, but can support any Pisces placement. And it could be vice versa energy, especially if you're a cross watcher or someone particular or a situation is on your mind. So let's see what we can connect to today to support your journey, friend. I hope you're doing well, if I haven't said that already. All right. And welcome to our old friends, our new ones joining us here. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. Share the love. It's much appreciated and helps us stay connected and connected into the energies as well. Okay, attachment energy. If you can see there's a bit of a mask going on and someone kind of chained up here. For the first time, something I've noticed on this imagery, it looks like she's chained but released because it doesn't seem connected to anything. And I've never noticed that before. I'm just like, I mean, potentially it is, but there's another chain here, a chain here, but there's no one else there. It just seems like she's in a room caught into some space and time that just seems someone can't let go of here. But I do like this with the journey energy. This is one that's taking a little bit of a risk. This is also one that, is kind of trusting in where they're led, but I also feel there's protective energy here, okay? Angelic energy. Some of you may be going a little bit on an explorative side, looking at decisions, which direction, where you're feeling called, and maybe just trusting in the process and wherever it leads you right now, which is really, really nice. Angel of Strength. That's a very determined lion right there. Very determined, protective, connected energy. This one has a bit more of a serious nature to it. I think there's this element of reflection. I think there's also this element of, again, like a new courage, but to have this courage means your heart is just really connected to something. To have this courage, it means that reflection, that connection is something within you that is just very bold, and I don't know, I feel like you're kind of stepping out into something, which is really, really nice. Like, yeah, there's just this warmth within you is what I'm feeling. What else do we need to know here? Thank you, Spirit. I will package this up. I'm just looking at each card. I want to just get a little bit deeper on each one. Okay, and then we've got action energy. The light and the dark. It's like you might have been in the dark for a little bit, And there's a different version ready to step out. This is also number 8. So think a lot around the Chariot energy. Again, I just feel light and dark. And darkness is not a bad thing, guys. Sometimes we need that space to reflect, to be introspective. And what it allows us to do when we're ready and when we're willing is just to gather what it is that we need. And that could be this courage. That could be what it is that we want to do, where we want to take, perhaps looking at what we need to let go of. Like, there's so much connected here that's really powerful. And I feel like there's a part of you that's just ready to pounce, ready to shine, ready to go after these things that you want. But I do feel you've been on a journey, Pisces. I've been with you on it for the last few years, probably my lifetime. But, I like this. I feel there's quite a strong shedding of energy. We do have the full moon energy on the 15th. And right now, at this time of this reading where I am, it's the 11:11 portal. So This is one of beautiful manifestation when you connect into it. So today, if you haven't already, as we're connecting in, and even if, you know, you might feel, oh, I'm a little bit late to the party, don't worry about that. Timeless energy, connect into this 1111. 11 are master numbers. They're portals, they're gateways. I think of also the 4 of Wands energy. I feel the temple energy that's also in this deck. There's, I think, again, this manifestation period right now is very potent. We also have Pluto that's moved into, Venus that has moved into Capricorn. So, you know, there's quite a strong focus here and quite an abundant energy that's in play right now. So get connected to the things that you want to manifest right now and declare it, journal it, write it out. Get specific as you like when it comes to the things that you're desiring. Connect into the feeling of it. You know, go for it. The only thing I try not to do when it comes to something specific, and just be mindful, obviously, if there's a situation you want to heal around a certain person, that's great. But then also, if you're going to use a specific person, add on this or better. I think it's really important sometimes that we want to repair certain things and it's not the destiny or not our path and not our journey. And yeah, so just be mindful there around a specific person. Focus more on yourself through that experience of manifestation, okay? I just find that is the most supportive for the manifestation. All right. Let's go a little bit deeper, Pisces. A little bit deeper and see what Spirit wants you to know. I'm just recognizing here, as I said, that there's something here that you've been stuck on or connected to that you're being asked right now to get a little bit more explorative, go after things in a little bit of a different way. Yeah, just be mindful, have discernment here with this, because while you can take risks and take chances and go explore, I'm noticing heading this way, but I wonder if she's just looking back for the moment to step more forward, okay? Because I do feel this is something that needs to be released, that you've boxed yourself in on something, and I feel that's what's a big part of this, is like stepping outside of that, not fearing that. Because you are supported and protected here big time. But I am seeing you move forward, so I like that. But just be mindful as you're connecting into it. All right, what else do we need to know here? Wow. We've got the 5 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the Page of Cups, and this Knight of Cups. So straight up with this 5 of Pentacles, this could be that someone had abandoned a situation, left a situation behind, and you're still feeling the repercussions of that, you know, or the residual effect, you know, of someone's actions or behaviors. And maybe there's still parts of you that you might be hiding in your own way through that experience. As much as you may be shedding moving forward, I think right now you could be a little bit reflective of what had happened and recognizing there's a part of yourself that you just, of your old life or an old experience that maybe you just really need to let go of. And maybe that's what the courage is that you're building up. But I do feel like you could be in a place right now that you're reflecting on what has potentially been lost or how someone had potentially treated you or where you have ended up, but also knowing too, this is a fun and explorative time. And perhaps that's what you're really ready for now, is to get out, to maybe some of you travel, to maybe some of you relocate, to maybe some of you just doing something different in your life. Could be around work too, but it seems like Spirit's shining the light for you here. And you're coming out of that little bit of dark cloud that maybe you've been under. And maybe you're just, like I said, releasing a certain part of yourself, because I don't think you're actually chained up here. It's not showing me that it's connected to anything. It's like the idea is. So just be mindful of that. The 9 of Wands. This is a lot around, I just see the little bit of struggle on her face, this little bit of sadness of like, I don't know how much longer I can keep holding on for. And there's also great strength in this and great power that you seem to have and hold. So I do like that for you, okay? I really do like that for you, because it also means that you know, in the hard times, the more that you keep going and you push through, like, you haven't given up, and you should be proud of yourself. You haven't given up on yourself, you know, and I think you recognize this. And this is, I think, I just feel like the load or the heaviness that you're carrying in this defeating something. There's something you're defeating or combating, or I feel like crossing the line on, that you finally can set yourself free from. But you've learnt a lot on the way too, which has been actually super supportive, right? So don't forget, in the mess, the hot mess, in the, you know, the attachments, in the difficulties, in the opening and the awakening parts of this experience you've been on, you've learnt a lot about yourself. I think you've also learnt a lot too on just like how far you've come, you know, on how far you've come. And I think you need to congratulate yourself on that, and actually acknowledge yourself for that, and thank yourself for that, for not giving up, because there's like a new path opening, a new door opening, which we can see here with this journey. But you're choosing to take it, and that's what the magic is that you see it, you acknowledge it, and you're claiming it. And that's really, really wonderful, because with this Page of Cups as well and the Knight of Wands, this is further letting us know here, and very fishy Piscean energy, is that there's something here that's capturing your attention, or someone, you know, you're catching someone's attention. The Knight of Wands too is kind of a little bit of an electric charge that's coming through, you know, something that's lighting your fire, something that is piquing your interest, something that feels like, oh, well, this has just turned up in my life, or maybe this is where I'm meant to be right now. And again, part of this explorative energy, very explorative, curious energy, something that's lighting your fire. So let's see what this fire that's being lit, what's coming towards you, or what you're going towards, because this looks, your energy shifting quite significantly. I know some of you also in the comments have been talking a lot about Pluto moving to Aquarius, and you're very excited about that. And you're probably seeing the last shifts changing. I should say the last things that kind of need to be shown, released, acknowledged, cleared out. You're probably seeing those little bit of after effects or residue right now. And you might be feeling it pretty significantly. And this is like it's kind of like that last page or that last chapter that you get to kind of close as part of this cycle. So yeah, maybe you've been feeling it, subject to what, you know, your sun, moon and rising is. But it's the cardinal signs that have been affected most. And then Pisces on top of that, because you are like such a fluid energy and usually connected to all signs in the zodiac, usually you probably, you know, feel the impact as well. So I'm just getting a sense here that, again, something's connecting in for you that you're excited about, or getting excited about. So this is good. And then we have the Devil energy. So Capricorn energy. Again, there's a bit of a determined force coming in right now. Let's dive in more. I'm getting more an energy here of, I don't give a shit. I'm not giving up. I've got this. I'm going after it. I'm going to embrace it. I'm just going to soak it in. I think there's a part of you that's being a little bit rebellious, and I like that. That rebellious energy is probably something that you need to bring out and play with a little bit, Pisces. Obviously doing it in your best judgment. But yeah, that's probably more the energy that I'm getting. There's a little bit of fierceness, you know, that Capricorn energy of going after what you want, leading the way, and getting connected to the things that you want. But I feel like this pizzazz is oozing from you, like you're doing it with more confidence and maybe a little bit of an ego boost. And I think that's absolutely good. We need that sometimes, you know. if you need to come back sometimes down a little bit back to reality, naturally life will do that. But I don't feel this is a bad thing. I feel this is a good thing, right? I feel like whatever you're doing, going after, there's like such a determined, focused energy. And I think that's what you need right now. Let's dive in a little bit further and see where else this wants to take us. Look at that. You've got the Chariot energy coming in again. And Justice. So this is sitting with the 5 of Pentacles. There's something successful happening on the horizon, something moving forward in your favor, whatever this is. So I like that. Determined, focused. It's like whatever has come out from this, whatever has shifted from this energy, because something's shifting here quite significantly, like something's moved forward and shifted. And whatever that shift is, it's one that's going to bring you into a place that is much needed, much desired, but also too, I think just that feeling of success is what I'm getting. You're really happy about something here. You're feeling really good about something here. Something's working out well for you. 9 of Wands. Let's dive in a little bit more. 7 of Swords. Let's just get one more on that. It's a lot. Let's put that one back. What do we need to know? Thank you. Yeah, so someone may have some intentions right now, or this is what the 9 of Wands is kind of battling against, is just something here where someone could just be presenting you with a little bit of challenges, a little bit of, energy where you feel like, I don't want to allow this to impact me, but you may be feeling it, but you may not be expressing it out loud. I feel you're holding ground here with this 9 of Wands, knowing that this energy or this period of time will eventually move on in terms of the energy, but you're holding ground for this. There could be someone too that someone's behavior, maybe someone's patterns, maybe something here that the current way forward or the strategy right now, it's like, again, I just feel this barricade around you, like you're not going to allow this situation to penetrate the goodness, that path that you're on, this path that you're on. You've succeeded at something here and you're moving on to something, okay? That's what's showing up here. But I'm also getting a sense there may be someone around who is also challenging you or looking at ways to challenge you. I don't know, like someone's trying to get a rise out of you, or someone's questioning your agenda or motives, or you could be questioning someone's. But again, I like that you're holding ground. You're not allowing this to get the better of you, You're like, no, I've got this within me. I'm not settling. I'm not giving up. I know where I'm heading and I'm going. Even if I don't have all the answers, even if I don't know 100%, I know that I've got to go this way, this path, and I've got to trust in myself and how I feel about it. And I think that's what you're doing here. Page of Cups. What do we need to know? It's got the 7 of Pentacles with this Page of Cups. Let's just get one more. I feel like there's something really sweet around. There we go. I feel like there's something really sweet around with the Emperor energy and the 7 of Pentacles. I do feel like there's something or someone presenting themselves here that's in quite a position of, they know who they are. They know what they want. This could be you. This could be something that you're going after. This could be someone coming towards you here. But it's something that seems new or newer in your life. It seems something that you're connected to, interested in, curious to explore. Again, this could be vice versa energy, but it also seems too that whatever this opportunity is that's presenting itself, or what you may be creating, maybe some of you are creating something around the work front or doing something new in work, or maybe there's a masculine energy or you're the masculine energy seeing something of potential that you want to invest in here. There's definitely interest. And it seems really good energy, whatever this is. Let's dive in a little further with this Knight of Wands. Okay, Six of Cups and Judgment energy. I feel like there's something familiar that you're connecting into here. Knight of Wands, Six of Cups, and Judgment. I just want to get one more here on each energy, actually. I just want to get one more on the Six of Cups and one more on the Judgment. Six of Cups, thank you, Spirit. Just one more to clarify. Thank you, the Creator. Okay. And the Judgment energy. Okay. So for some of you, initially something may not have worked out, and it's coming back around, or a new opportunity is coming back around. This could be something that's familiar to you, or something that you know, or something that you've been wanting to do for some time. Again, that's got you curious, that's got you interested. This could be a past energy, but it could also be an energy, like I said, that has some familiarity to it, like, or that you kickstarted at some point, but it didn't go anywhere. And maybe too, like, a part of this, you're looking at it like, oh, maybe this is like meant to be with this energy. Because this this Knight of Wands in particular has intuition and flow and fire. So when we connect intuition, flow, and fire, that's a very connected, it's got its own magnetic energy, okay? It's got its own magnetic energy to this. And this could be something that's coming back around that didn't work out perhaps the first time. I'm going to assume if it didn't work out the first time, there was just something maybe about timing, that, you know, maybe there was a karmic energy involved in the past. Like, again, I feel like whatever you wanted to do, wanted to pursue, or who you had connected to at some point in time, for some of you, this could be coming back around and you're looking at like, whoa, like there's something a bit special and curious and exciting about whatever this is. For some of you, again, this familiarity could be you connect with someone that maybe through work or through something that you're doing, and again, you know, you recognize why a certain situation didn't work out. Maybe you tried to reignite with someone, it didn't happen, and now you understand why. You understand why that reconciliation didn't work, because there's something else that is coming or here or present for you that's showing up. Let's dive in more with this Devil energy. Okay, you got Strength again. This could be, you know, a little bit of question of self-control as well, Pisces. Okay. Oh, we've got the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So there could be something that you're tempted to go after, because in a couple of parts, maybe there's a part of you that's not fully 100% fulfilled where you are. And you're like, you know what, I'm just going to keep exploring these things. I'm just going to keep going until something lands on, or until I find that right thing. It's like you're willing to put yourself out there, which I think is great. But there's also something here too where it could be that there's a person or situation tempting you that you initially had left behind or moved on, but you're feeling the pressure of it now. And you're recognizing or remembering because there could be a potential reconciliation, okay? And maybe you're recognizing if you did move on or they moved on or whatever, the pressure and the realization of what actually had occurred here. Because this Knight of Swords too just seems a little bit of conflicting energy. So it could be conflicting in a sense of the way that you guys would interact. Maybe internally, you've got an internal battle of something here because there's pressure, but there's pressure of change here that we're kind of looking at, or that's been asked for. But this could also be too, control of self, of going, do you really need whatever this devil energy is that's presenting itself? Only you can discern what this particular energy is in relation to you. Like I said, it could be just putting yourself out there, going for, these new things. You're very focused and very determined to catch something, to land on something. That can be one thing, but it could also be like what behaviors or what, whether yours or someone else's, is this asking you to hold space for yourself and not allow this energy to come back in that has initially moved on, that put you under a lot of pressure. Because I actually feel you are quite free in your energy, but this could be like a little bit of just something that isn't supportive, but you could be tempted to do. So you've got to decide there what is in your best interest. But let's get a few more just to get some advice here for you. Let's get some advice for you, Pisces, in terms of this situation. What does Spirit want you to know in terms of advice for this situation? Thank you, Spirit. Advice. Advice for Pisces. I feel like there's just a couple more to come out. One more, thank you. Okay. So we have got the Eight of Pentacles. We have got the Death energy. So there could have been something that you were working on, a project, a business, a goal. Maybe some of you were studying. Maybe there was just effort going into a situation, a person that came to an end. Okay, you've got the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups. Okay, you've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so I think there was something here that you weren't trusting, perhaps around a connection, and made a choice to move on from it. It's kind of wrapping up with a similar energy here. Yeah. It's funny because the first energy that I was getting with this advice piece for you is kind of this Queen of Pentacles energy, was more so on, this is a time of taking care of yourself because you're still carrying something. It's still lingering a little bit. You're still feeling a bit of a sense of loss here that I feel is coming to an end. I do feel it's coming to a close, but I think it's the way that you may be going about it right now. I feel you're under a little bit of a pressure cooker, and pressure in a sense of seeking relief and trying to feel your way on how to get that relief. Obviously, we can do that in many ways. Some of us may choose to work really hard on something to drown out, just refocus our energy. Some of us could, choose to drink. Some of us could exercise excessively. Some of us could, I don't know, just sit and think about something. Someone could just go on serial dating as an example, or I don't know. There's something here that just feels like a little bit excessive on that front, but I do feel this is releasing. I do feel like this pressure cooker is basically going to, the top of it's going to come off, but it's going to be a good thing. And this could be part of the final releasing chapter as we get into this full moon this week. And then, like I said, we've got also Pluto leaving Capricorn and jumping into Aquarius. And we have Venus heading into Capricorn. Well, it probably has actually at the time of this reading because it's the 11:11 gateway. So whatever's come to an end or whatever's changed and transformed, for some of you, there's a couple of different things that it's coming through with this advice, because I think some situations are a tad different for each. So I'm going to do my best to connect into those. So take only what resonates and manifest only the things that you actually desire here. So stay focused on the positive energy, guys, okay? Because that's what we want to keep it real, but we also need to frame things in the most supportive way possible. So for some of you, there could have been a change on the work front or from a situation where a lot of energy was being put into. Again, it could have been a choice in direction, a choice in connection here, a choice in partnership, whatever that may relate to. It could be a person, place, or thing. Now, what I'm seeing here, though, is if something did come together, because with choice, sometimes it's choosing a person, a situation, making a decision that you feel good about. And I feel that's what's happened. Like, ultimately, the focus has been for the better of. So if something didn't work out, it's like there's more opportunities or there's somewhere else that you're meant to be. But I don't know, I'm getting, it's a weird energy because I'm getting like, for some of you, maybe it's some of you want a new beginning, but ultimately here it's trying to find a strategic path or direction to do that and get to a place where things are just back smooth. Maybe there has been some challenging energy, but for some of you, I think there's also a part here of finding something new to connect into. Right now, I feel like whatever choices that you're making or what you're looking at and connecting into, I do feel there's reciprocation. I do feel someone is also, look, my ears ringing really loud. I do feel like for some of you, if there is another energy involved here, that they may be looking at a way to come forward or to connect here. It's like they're trying to figure out a way forward. Like a way forward that works. I do feel for some of you, the way that I'm seeing something is like there's a new life force that's entering here. I can only try and explain it I'm getting a lot of visuals right now in terms of what's coming through. And the way that I'm seeing it is like there's something that's rising or something that's risen. So like I said, there might be this part of you that's coming out of a space that felt like, a little heavy, a little dark, had to work through it. But I feel like there's this new life that's coming in. I don't know if you've already met someone or have connected with someone. There could be caution here. But I feel like if there's anything that's feeling a little, okay, I need to make a plan on how to make something work, or you're feeling like something is a little bit calculated, I don't know, I feel you're moving away from that. And however you move away, again, it could just be the energies kind of dissipating. It could be like someone's going in a bit of a different direction. But whatever this is or wherever you're going, it's something that's landing quite solid. For some of you, this is work related. There could be something significant that's showing up that you can finally go, yes, I've made it here. I've got here. I'm happy about it. It's like, okay, things are actually working out for me, even though there's been a little bit of a challenge, or even though I was like, what do I need to do to kind of figure this out, make this happen? But, I feel really good energy with this, and like new plans, new path. And it's got something to do with this King of Pentacles. So I don't know if you're dealing with an earth energy. You also have the Queen of Pentacles here. So that is quite a strong connection or partnership. Again, you've got past energy showing up, this Six of Cups. Got the Devil in reverse. So I feel like you're going to make some good decisions. And if you've been in a bit of a handheld, or feel like you're kind of just riding in limbo, that's going to end, and things are going to become clear in terms of your direction. I think you might be surprised too that something wants to open up here for you as well. Maybe someone wants to share more on how they're feeling. But for a lot of you on the work front, I'm seeing a lot of success, new plans, and path forward. And I feel like whatever was kind of stressing you out or leaving you feeling a bit down and out, maybe on past choices, and not necessarily... sometimes you can't blame yourself for past choices. Maybe sometimes you can say, I wish I knew better, or I saw better, or I realized, these green flags and red flags and whatever else, or stop for a moment. Like those little parts that you may have been challenging yourself on, you do have the Justice energy. So I feel this is balancing out, but you might be carrying a little bit of shame or regret within self, but that's going to go. That challenge, or that little heaviness that you may be feeling around that, or disappointments, certain things didn't work out, I think you're going to be pretty happy for what has, because you're going to see here you get to leave behind, any challenges that haven't been in your best interest, right? Because challenges can be a good thing when they're helping us grow, but in a way that's usually more so because it's motivational. It's, something that we want to aspire to. Then we get put in situations, as as we've all been through, where it's just like someone's not doing the right thing. But you're moving away from this. You're moving to a place of feeling good about your decisions, your choices, your connections that are coming through, the people that you're spending time with, the things that you are succeeding at and that you're happy about. Like you're moving away from this energy, which is the Seven of Swords. And if you're applying the Seven of Swords, it means you're getting more strategic on how to move forward, on how to move away from things, because you know what doesn't serve you with this certain devil energy. So I do really like this for you, Pisces. I think it's just, I think you're more self-aware now than ever before. I think you'll have more discernment and being okay making decisions, even though it takes a little bit of a different courage, even though, you recognize that there's, maybe certain people that have moved away that even if they do come back, they can come back. But you get to decide whether it's good enough for the life that you want to lead, whether you want to invite them back in. It doesn't mean, there has to be any difficulties. It could just be like, great to see you, but I'm really happy where I'm at. Or it could be, you know what, I'd love to give this another go, because it could be friendship. It could be going back to an old workplace. I don't know. It could be a former partner. Only you get to decide, but I think you're deciding and making decisions from a different place than you used to. I feel you're much more secure within yourself. And, again, knowing where you want to ground into in areas of your life or with certain people and where you don't. So I think it's a great thing. So whatever plans, whatever partnerships are coming in, I think you're letting go of this older self, or these parts of you that you were kind of a bit down upon on things that are happening. So Pisces, enjoy it. Love you. And I'll catch you later. Bye.